Much better, I think. Okay, well, let's try and do this before the sun goes down because I don't have a lot of time left. And how many minutes do I even have left on this? I'm not sure. Oh well. But let's do some skincare. Day has been a day. I am finished with work, and the first thing I like to do every single day, and again, side note, I don't do intros at all. I will never do an intro. I don't know like what to say when I introduce myself on like these channels. But as an Aries, I'm on an internal journey to better myself, unfortunately. And as someone who identifies as ADHD adjacent, every day is a struggle, to be honest. Every day is like I'm fighting myself. Like I feel like as an Aries, I don't know if you can kind of relate, but in a weird way, you're always trying to like find yourself. And it's like a weird thing in between. You always just want more out of life. Like every single Aries every single person who kind of like falls under the umbrella of like Aries, whether it's their sun, moon, oh, I need to look at here, whether it's their sun, moon, what's the other one, rising, they are on this weird conquest to just get more out of life. So yeah, but long yap for no reason. I'm gonna do some skincare because I've just come home from work. My skin feels so gross. It's lasted me all day, but it doesn't look amazing. I don't know why. I feel like I did something different today and I just don't love it. First things first, let's see if that helps. No, the first product that I'm using, I actually just got this from, there we are. The first product that I'm using is this, which I got from Lidl, and it is a Cetaphil CeraVe dupe type of thing. It's like that cream cleanser. Move my mirror. Oh, and I like to use that to take off my makeup. Look at my lip color. I'm using the Amicolair lip oils, and the color actually stains. And also my lip liner is the Makeup Forever and Baby. It stays. So every single time I do my skincare, I like to do 2 cleanses. I'm sure a lot of people have recommended in doing that, but that's just something that I like to do every single time. But anyway, let's wash my face off. So just that, try and cleanse makeup. I'm keeping my lashes on because they're clusters and I kind of need them to last me until Friday. And then Friday I just take them all off. Oh, let's wipe this off. Anyway, ooh, not me getting actual hair stuck in my eyes, but whatevs. So also whenever I do, because I do have lashes on, I use a flannel, but I use a clean flannel almost every day. So I wash my flannels very, very often. It's a chore, but it's something I'm willing to do for the greater good. I don't know if this is, yeah, it's recording, cool. I'm not even sure how much time I have. Anyway, so the whole point of this video isn't just to do skincare, the whole point of this video isn't just to do skincare. It's basically to have like a little yap and chat. Oh no, I've got a little, I'm on my period, so I'm breaking out. Like whenever I'm on my period, I tend to get, I say low level acne. So I get like these really small, odd, random spots where it's just have like things in them. Even like here, you can see like my textures come back, but I know that's just my hormones playing up, which is fun. So anyway, the thing that I'm using, the next thing that I use to, the next thing that I'm using is the La Roche-Posay face wash, and it's the only face wash that actually works for my skin. I don't know why. Speak to God about it. Anyway, as I do this, let's do this really quickly. I don't like the noise. So as I'm coming. Do you need the bathroom? Huh? Okay, I'm gonna be a while. All right, give me about 15. I did ask earlier. I did literally just ask if anyone needed a bathroom. It's all right. This is why I don't record. I wanted to talk, but get scared. Like, anyway, I don't know what's going on down there. So I actually used to film vlogs and stuff. Well, not vlogs, but I actually used to film on YouTube a while ago, like a long time ago. That's how long ago it was. I think it's been 5 or 6 years since I've been uploading. and I want to take another try at it again. So yeah, I used to upload vlogs and stuff on YouTube a while ago, and I actually want to take another shot at it again, which is brave, I know, as someone who has a very real deal with the fear of being seen, quote unquote. Yeah, and I'm also coming from a different perspective now, because I now work in social media marketing and influencer marketing, so I have like a better perspective on what to do. And I just figured I'll give it another shot. Like, why not? Who cares? Yeah. But yeah, I don't know if it's like an age thing, but I kind of care so much less about stuff in a weird way, which is good. But then it's almost like I'm kind of attached to things, but who cares? I don't think it's affecting me that badly. So that's some clean skin. I'm gonna finish off my skincare in a little bit. I probably will finish it off in my room. I also need to brush my teeth because my teeth feel disgusting. And FYI, I'm not going to edit this properly as well, just so we all know. It's going to be a learning curve, and we're just going to film and post until something kind of like hits. But me growing my social, don't you just hate like when you brush your teeth and the thing kind of like the toothpaste falls off? So for my toothpaste, I'm using, oh, it's a bit bright. For my toothpaste, I'm using a Crest 4% hydrogen peroxide teeth whitening. I want really, really white teeth, so that's the reason why I'm using it. I forgot to charge it. Cool. Right, I'm gonna finish off my skincare in my room because apparently my brother needs the bathroom, and it's hard to do things in peace in an African household sometimes. So yeah, give me 2 secs. Okay, I said I was going to finish this in my bedroom, but I'm not. I'm going to do this here very, very quickly and kind of like speed through things a little bit more. So I fancy using a bit of retinol on my skin because I've not done it in a while. First things first, I am going to go back in with a micellar water and just see if there's any extra dirt on my skin or extra makeup that just needs to go. So I'm going to do this. But yeah, I'm starting to realise, I guess, the power in social media, and a part of me wishes I would have continued, but then again, I don't think I had like a point of a perspective or like a point of view, which honestly doesn't help if you're just checking it down, which honestly I think you kind of need. You think when it comes to like social media, I think a lot of the times when you do see the same type of content, it is generally because everyone's kind of like doing the same thing, and maybe people just don't have that perspective on like, not even like who they are, but like what they would want to put out into the world. So many people want to put out the same type of message, which is fine, it's not a problem. Going in with the Eucerin Dermaclean toner because I'm going to be using retinol today. I actually want to keep the rest of it quite light, so this is actually for sensitive skin. But yeah, it's like a very interesting, I think I've got an interesting relationship with social media, because whilst I love consuming, I don't know if I'm necessarily like a content creator, but then I like creating, I like being creative, and I find that this is like such a new era, new way of like doing things. And like everyone does it, everyone's on social media. People put their portfolios on social media, people put their lives, cooking tutorials. Like TikTok is basically like a search engine now, like almost like I'm gonna have to fix the, yeah, almost like Google, what Google used to be. So there's so much power in like social media, which I want to make sure that I'm gonna start taking advantage of, like properly. And just for, I guess, my own, just for my own sanity as well. And I say this, and I'm going to advise this to everyone, that don't use social media as something where you want to get money out of it. Obviously, it makes so much sense to get money and opportunities, and yes, that comes down the line for some people, not everyone. But how I want to use social media, I'm going to be using this as like my portfolio to pivot into doing different things, like other things, because I just want better opportunities in general, and that doesn't necessarily mean me being an influencer or a quote-unquote content creator. It just means that I really just want to try something different and see if it works and actually commit myself to it. Okay, I just bought some retinol on. So the retinol serum that I'm using is from, there we are, is from the Inky List, and do you remember that classic? So the one that I'm using is from the Inky List, and it works pretty nicely. And then, oh, I've just dropped it and I don't care to pick it up. So I am then gonna go in with my Dr. Jart's, and this is the Ceramidin Skin Barrier Moisturizing Cream, and this is really, really good. Just because I can kind of like see a couple of like spots. So I'm not sure if I've already damaged my skin barrier, to be honest. But I'm just gonna use a little bit of that to help revive my skin. And then after that, going in with my vitamin E oil, which this I got from Superdrug. It's like £3. And I live and die by this oil. I've used it consistently for the last 10 years. So it's one of my favorite bits. And also, like, whenever I'm doing skincare, I like to have an overly moisturized face. Like, I love dewy skin. So that's what my aim is, or I do. And also, like, when I sleep, my skin can kind of like suck in this moisture, so it won't be as like, I won't look greasy or oily when I go to bed, but I will look dewy. And I'm someone who already has oily skin, so to have, even if you do have oily skin, don't like fight oils, like moisturize. Your skin needs it, otherwise you just look wet all the time. But yeah, I really want to make sure that I take advantage of how I'm using social media. Just FYI, I forgot. I am using the Laneige lip mask, the sleeping lip mask. I like using that in the evening, and I don't like having dry lips, so it's always fun to use. But yeah, I want to make sure that I'm using like social media in a way where it amplifies my career in a whole, and I think everyone should do this as well. I think it doesn't really matter what people's perceptions of you are, and I think a lot of the times we have like more of a B2B mentality, like what would another business think? Like, I used to work in luxury fashion, and everything was like cheesy, everything was like cornball, everything was just like, why would you do that? And I was one of those people, to clarify. But coming out on the other side, I'm like working in social media, and one of the things that I've learned a lot along the way, even if I've stayed with the company or not, is there's going to be like a cringe mountain. Like, things are going to be cheesy, but cheesy sometimes works, and I don't think it's a bad thing. Like, everyone has their own vibe and aesthetic, and I think we should just be accepting. But yeah, moral of the story is get on social media, put yourself out there, because you never know what can happen, and we're going to see what happens together, basically, if you get my drift. Anyway, that's the end of my skincare. It was really, really simple. I don't do a lot throughout the week. This is the end of my skincare. It's really, really simple. Throughout the week, I don't actually like to do a lot, but we can catch up again on like a Saturday or Sunday, and I can do my full bits, go full Monty on y'all. So yeah, have a good evening. Bye guys.